Testing, testing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hanover Insurance Park for today's matchup between Stamford Post 3 and Shrewsbury Post 397. We will now announce the rosters for both teams, starting with Stamford reserves. First, number 9, Bobby Cribben. Number 15, Flynn McMorrow. Number 10, Blake Newcomer. Number 28, Graham Purpura. Number 3, Aaron D'Onofrio. And number 2, Montana Semmel. And now for the starting lineups. The right fielder, number 8, Ruben Rodriguez. The DH, number 13, Michael Lisanikia. The shortstop, number 11, Dean DePretta. The first baseman, number 34, Hunter Semmel. The catcher, number 16, Tim Mira. The third baseman, number 4, Connor Nicholson. The center fielder, number 7, Michael Grabstein. The second baseman, number 5, TJ Wainwright. The left fielder, number 14, Michael Tafano. And the pitcher, number 25, Adam Stone. And now for Shrewsbury Post 397. First for the reserves, number 26, Louis DeVolio. Number 10, Kevin Hummer. Number 2, Tom Michella. Number 21, Matt Stansky. Number 22, Parker Brown. Number 27, Dylan Degon. Number 4, Matt Matero. And number 32, Joe Sacco. And now for the starting lineups. The center fielder, number 16, Adam Twitchell. The shortstop, number 14, David Turco. The designated hitter, number 3, Nick Martin. The catcher, number 23, Jack Gardner. The right fielder, number 13, Pat Galvin. The second baseman, number 12, Casey Boudreau. The first baseman, number 11, Dylan Zona. The third baseman, number 29, Thomas Q. The left fielder, number 5, Christian Jordan. And the pitcher, number 17, Pat Shaughnessy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the pitcher's mound, where Bruce Mayfield will read the American Legion Pledge.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
All right, good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome right here to Hanover Insurance Park at Fitton Field as we settle in for a pivotal matchup between Shrewsbury and Stamford. They met earlier in the tournament, and Shrewsbury sent Stamford to the losers bracket. They needed to beat Braintree yesterday. The winner of this game will take on Braintree for the 2017 Northeast Regional Championship, and the winner of the game will move on to Shelby, North Carolina, and a trip to the American Legion World Series. So should be a good one. Looking forward to it. You got a lefty out in the mound. That's Patrick Shaughnessy going through his warm-ups. That's the home team, Shrewsbury, today. Stamford will be the visitors. They will counter with Adam Stone. Like this batting order put together by head coach Kevin Murray of Stamford. Robin Rodriguez, the right fielder, will lead it off. Mike Lisanicchia, the designated hitter, the bat second, and Dean DePretta, the shortstop, will belt third. The red-hot Hunter Semmel in the cleanup spot playing first base. Timmy Mera, the catcher, he'll bat fifth. In the sixth slot, the third baseman, Connor Nicholson. Michael Grafstein, the center fielder, batting seventh. TJ Wainwright, batting eighth and playing second. And Michael Turfano, the left fielder, he will bat ninth. And we're underway with the game's first pitch. Nice to have you with us on just a glorious day here in Worcester, Massachusetts. It's very delightful temperatures at about 70 degrees. There is a breeze today, and it seems to be swirling and perhaps coming in from left field, so it might be difficult to cloud it out of here. And we've seen home runs throughout this tournament. Count quickly goes. 1 ball, no strikes. Inside, and that hit Rodriguez in the foot, and he's going to hobble on down to the bag at first. So Stamford with a leadoff base runner here in the top of the first inning.
13, Michael Lisanicchia.
Lisanicchia stepping up to the plate. Got himself a couple of home runs. Jack Gardner behind the plate catching the balls and strikes. Dylan Zona playing first base defensively for Shrewsbury. Casey Boudreau down at second. David Turco, the shortstop, and Tommy Q does a nice job playing at third. Christian Jordan in left field. Adam Twitchell, who's been hitting the cover off the baseball in center, and Pat Galvin, the old man, right field defensively. And the pitch from the lefty in for the strike call. So you got a runner on, nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Special thanks to my partner Steve Riley. It was an arduous task throughout this tournament to cover from different locations, and he did a heck of a job for us going into unknown situations day after day due to Mother Nature and the inclement weather and all the scheduling shifts they had to do. It's been tough on the players, too, trying to figure out when and where they're playing. Oh, that ball just hit head coach Kevin Murray. Lisanicki immediately down there. He likes to field it, as you know, not afraid to go after it, and that one put him down. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Had a chance to talk with Coach Murray at the local 99 restaurant the other night. We were enjoying some of their fabulous boneless chicken wings, as you might know, and had hurt Kevin, got him right in the leg there, I think. He's tough, though. He's excited about the prospects here today. Pitch from the lefty, Shaughnessy. Big swing and a miss, and Lisanicki goes down swinging, and that brings up Dean DePretta for the first time in the ball game. So DePretta to step on in. As a team, the Stamford team batting .328, which is tops in the tournament. Soft toss to the bag at first. The offense has really lit it up over the last few days. Mike Lisanicki? Lisanicki. Yeah. And the pitch to the plate. One of the American Legion officials wondering how to decipher Mike Lisanicki's name. So DePretta trying to get something going. Dino batting .286, does have 3 RBIs in the tournament. He has played in all 4 games. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Outfield playing just about straight away. Shaughnessy from the stretch, the lefty's pitch is way up high in the count. Will travel to 2 balls and 1 strike. But if you're thinking Stanford's going to steal some bases, they're 5 of 7 stealing bases. They become much more aggressive with Ruben Rodriguez in the lineup. Takes that lead away from the bag. He's going to go right now. Ground ball back up the middle. Shaughnessy looks to second, has to go to first. So they sent Rodriguez. So there's no way to start a double play. And
now batting the first baseman, the
Predator is out. 1-3. You have 2 down, and Hunter Semmel up to the plate. Now batting .571. We were hoping he'd get hot. 8 of 14, 8 RBIs, a team leader in that category. So Semmel to the plate with 2 down. Runner in scoring position. The pitch is up high. Undecided where he's going to matriculate at the next level of education. Has a lot of upsides, including just being a big guy. Shaughnessy's pitch. Semmel's going to whack that foul above the first base dugout. The home of Stamford today, and they are on the edge of the dugout, and they are full of energy. Shrewsbury, another team that's full of energy. Boy, they were energetic when these 2 teams met earlier in the tournament. Pitch goes low and away. And the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. In the on-deck circle, the catcher, Timmy Mira. Stanford, very good when they jump out early. Whitewash Braintree yesterday, remain in this tournament. Braintree enjoying the first half of this doubleheader off. They were the only unbeaten team left in the bracket, so they get that luxury for their early success in the tournament. Could be a big deal. Shaughnessy, the left-handed pitch, swing and a miss, fouled off by Semmel. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I understand they're playing 7 innings today, not 9. Just the way I like it. Maybe somebody actually does listen once in a while. I don't know. You got Twitchell, the center fielder, way over in right center. You got a huge gap for Semmel. That pitch low and away, and the count's going to go full 3-2. Shaughnessy has appeared in this tournament. ERA at 5.40. He's 0-1. Working just an inning and 2/3. He gave up 3 hits and 1 earned run. Semmel will ground that foul down to Coach Murray, and that's through again. Not having a great fielding day today. He's smiling over there with the shades on. I hope his team of the field is fielding better than Coach Murray at the bag at third here. In the coach's box, actually. Pitch inside, ball 4. Shaughnessy thought he had a strikeout. So he's hit a batter and walked a batter, and it brings up Timmy Mira, the catcher. Well, Stone is rested and ready to go for Stamford. Shaughnessy hasn't pitched all too much here in this tournament. And here comes Timmy Mira to the plate. Batting just .214 with an RBI. Runners at first and second and 2 down. The first pitch in for the strike. Shaughnessy not overpowering. He's got the curveball. Looks like a bit of an off-speed pitch going. Runners lead from the bags at first and second. And the pitch as a ground ball hit down to shortstop. Turco will field it, dropped it, picked it up, hurries a throw onto the bag at second for the force there. And that will do it. Hit batter and a walk. 2 left by Stamford. We're through a half. Stamford nothing. And Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, heading to the plate.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why.
All right, welcome right back, and that is why we belong to American Legion Baseball. We love American Legion Baseball. It's been up 10 years. We've been part of the Northeast Regional. Of course, we bring you a lot of coverage of the Connecticut American Legion regular season and playoffs, including the championship games at both the senior, the junior, and the prep division. A lot of folks from Connecticut, obviously, tuning into this game today. We say hello to our friends in Stamford, Connecticut, and beyond. I know Greg Zimmerman, our former past director of baseball, tuning in today, so we wish him well, and Chuck Berry of American Legion and all the rest. You guys do terrific work. As we move into the bottom of inning number 1, it will be Shrewsbury coming to the plate for the first time. They're going to face Adam Stone, perhaps the ace of the staff of this Stamford team. Adam Twitchell will lead it off. He's a center fielder. The shortstop, David Turco, will bat second. Designated hitter, Nick Martin, in that number 3 slot. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Jack Gardner. Galvin, Boudreau, Zona, Q, and Jordan round out the batting order. Pitch from Stone, and that's over for the strike. He comes with some immediate heat. Timmy Murray behind the plate. Hunter Semmel at first. TJ Wainwright at second. Dean DePreti at shortstop, and Connor Nicholson at the bag at third. Tufano, Grafstein, he can go get it, and Rodriguez in right. Ground ball hit down the Wainwright, fielded cleanly, and onto the bag at first, and he got one down. So Stone, just a couple of pitches, gets the out.
Shortstop number 14, David Turco.
Brings up David Turco. Shrewsbury's a team batting .287 in this tournament. Turco in particular batting at .250 with a couple of RBIs. Adam Stone has worked in one game, started a game, worked just 2 innings. It was a blowout win for Stamford, so he gave up just 1 hit in the 2 innings. They got him out of there, walked 1, had a couple of strikeouts. Preserved him for today. Ball hit high near down the right field line, drifting into foul territory and out of play. Ruben Rodriguez gave it a long run there. Going with our GoPro view here today, and I tell you what a beautiful day it is. Historic Fitton Field. Really should be an outstanding day of baseball. Stone, the 1-1 pitch, check swing by Turco. Count goes 1-2. Good pitch to the outside part of the plate by Stone. Shrewsbury 5 of 8 stealing bases, so when they get on, they're not overly aggressive. That pitch fouled off. Shrewsbury beat Stamford in Game 8 of this tournament by the score of 4-2. The 2 runs for Stamford came off home runs. Lisanikia and Stone hit the home runs. Lisanikia leading all with 2 home runs in the tournament. Ethan Stoddard 2, when Bangor was in the tournament, had 2. One of my favorite players of the tournament was Ethan Stoddard. Did a nice job, real gritty player. Here's a 2-2, and that's hit high in the air by Turco. Fair play. Right fielder Rodriguez drifting towards the foul line, and he'll make the catch, basket style, on the run. So Turco retired, and you have 2 down. Brings up the designated hitter, Nick Martin. Tell you what, this is pleasurable to mention his name coming up to the plate. In that game versus Stamford, he went into second, trying to steal second base, went in with a hard slide, and looked like he apparently jarred a knee. Ambulance came and took him away for observation. Understand he did play a bit yesterday. He's not catching, but he is the designated hitter. Brings a big bat to the lineup for Shrewsbury. Stone goes inside on him, and Martin gives him a look. So he's feisty. At the plate is Martin. Stone at about 6'5". I don't think he's going to be intimidated by a glare, but you never know. Martin batting .600 in the tournament. He's played in 2 games now. He's 3 of 5 with a couple of RBIs and has 2 doubles, so he can find the gaps. Count 1 ball, 1 strike as it was fouled off. You got Jack Gardner in the on-deck circle. Stone working from the right side of the rubber, and the pitch low and inside for ball. And the count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Grafstein can go get it. He's a center fielder, shaded a bit towards left center. And the pitch over for the strike. Pitch sweeping away from the right-handed hitter. Martin, befuddled with that call, will step back into the batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Hey, congratulations to the Elm City Express. They won their national semifinal game yesterday in the NPSL. They'll play in a national championship game next Saturday night in New Haven, Connecticut. First time a amateur men's soccer team has played for a national championship since 1992. And we'll have coverage on SportingNewsCT.com. I won't be there for the big event. I'll be traveling with my family on a planned vacation. I was there last night, though. It was a lot of fun. So you folks watching some baseball, and if you like soccer too, hey, you might. Jeff Bagwell was an outstanding soccer player. Now he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was an all-stater in soccer for Xavier High School. He was also a terrific American Legion baseball player. Count now full 3-2 to Nicky Martin as we get back to the action down below. Inside ball 4. Martin will toss the bat. He's at first. And brings up Jack Gardner. So Shrewsbury, the host team, by the way,
the catcher number 23
for this tournament, cleaning up in that right-handed batter's box. Field looks like it's in pretty good condition despite all the weather. They really worked hard to bring this field back to form. So Stone's going to contend with a runner at first and 2 down as he issued the walk. There's a strike. Nibble the outside corner low and away. Stone with a fastball. Looks like a bit of a slider going there. Steve Riley, of course, has a better definition of what he's doing out in the hill, but we'll do our best. Does have that curveball. Not afraid to work inside as we've seen. And that pitch strike. Cut it just above the knee. And the count goes 0-2, and Gardner will step out of the batter's box. Both teams playing with some emotion. They're standing up in the dugout on the Shrewsbury side, on the third base side. Breeze wiggling the trees beyond the left field fence. Here comes a pitch to the plate, and that's fouled off right side. Flag blowing now out towards the 3:13 mark down that right field line by the foul pole there. 385 to center and 332 down the line in the left. DePretta and Wainwright, the middle infielders. Semmel trying to hold the runner tight at the bag at first. Nick Martin walked to get on with 2 down. And the 0-2. Nice stop behind the plate by Timmy Mira. Here in the early going. Stone with a adjust of the cap and the shirt top, and he's ready to deal it. Big leg kick. Curveball down in the dirt. Got that biting type curveball. Again, Mira with a nice stop. No advance by Martin. I don't know how healthy Martin is. He's going to sneak away from that bag at first with a count 2-2. Very, very short lead. Pitch to the plate, and that's struck on a line in the left field for a base hit. Stefano will hurry it back to the infield to Wainwright, and that's going to be a solid single for Jackie Gardner. So Gardner really whacked that hard. He's batting just .250 coming into the game. That's his 5th hit of the tournament now in 17 tries. But his hits, however, have been of high quality, as he has 6 RBIs. So it brings up Patty Galvin. Galvin batting at .273 with an RBI in the tournament. So 2 down and 2 on. Both teams have had a bit of early pressure. That's the first hit of the ball game by either team, by the way. Casey Boudreau in the on-deck circle. Stone will check the runners. Ball hit on a hop to DePretta. Got it to the second baseman, TJ Wainwright, for the force, and that will end it. So a walk and a hit and 2 left for Shrewsbury. We'll be back with the top of inning number 2. We've got a scoreless one right here on SportingNewsCT.com.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they...
All right, Connor Nicholson to lead things off here in the top of inning number 2 for Stamford. Scoreless game. Grafstein and then Wainwright the follow, moving down in the batting order for Stamford here in the second inning against Pat Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy hit a batter and walked a batter back in the first inning. Nicholson batting an even .400. Still looking for his first RBI. Has 1 extra base hit, a double. Fouls the pitch back. 4 home runs in the tournament for Stamford. Total of 13 extra base hits. Count now even at 2-2 to Nicholson. Nicholson has walked 5 times, so he's had a good eye. He's really made the pitching staff of the opposition work, hasn't he? Count level, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gardner to catch the balls and strikes behind the plate. Zona, the first baseman, playing behind the bag there. Here comes a 2-2 curveball. That's down low. It goes full 3-2. Well, Stamford had a leadoff runner back in the first when Ruben Rodriguez was hit by a pitch. They didn't move him along with a lefty on the mound. And that is going to be strike 3 call. Nicholson may have helped to influence that pitch close to the outside corner with his first step towards first base. That's the first strikeout for Shaughnessy, and he got 1 down. Brings up Michael Grafstein. Grafstein, the center fielder today for Stamford. Batting at .625 and 8 plate appearances. He's 5 for 8 with 2 RBI. Always a threat to steal. He's 2 for 2 if he gets on. He has struck out a couple of times. As a team, Stamford has struck out 24 times in 4 games. Lazy fly to right field, and that's easily handled for the out. Galvin coming on to make the play. So you have 2 down, and TJ Wainwright stepping up. Wainwright batting at even 300. A couple of doubles. 3 for 10 in the tournament is Wainwright. Shaughnessy's offering. Nice pitch over the inside corner of the plate. Shaughnessy working very quickly. Low and away. Count now even at 1 ball and 1 strike. A 7-inning ball game today. That's significant. Will help both pitching staffs in preparation for whoever plays Braintree, Massachusetts. Foul straight bat. So you have the Connecticut state champ playing for a spot. Braintree, the Massachusetts state champ, awaiting the winner. And of course Shrewsbury, the host team of this tournament. And the 1-2 curveball. Wainwright flies it to right field, wind blown. A little bit of an adjustment by Galvin coming in towards the infield to make the catch, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Pat Shaughnessy. We'll be back with the bottom of 2. We remain scoreless on SportingNewsCT.com.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America. The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Adam Stone going through his warm-ups. Out on the mound here in a scoreless game. Not much up on the line score yet as we move into the bottom of inning number 2 for Stamford, playing the role of guest today. No runs, no hits, no errors. And for the home team, Shrewsbury, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Casey Boudreau, who'd been moved up and down the batting order for the Shrewsbury team, will step in. Boudreau, Zona, and Q, the intended hitters against Adam Stone. And it's going to be a little dribbler to the first baseman. Semmel will field it. That's an easy 1 step to the bag for the long-legged Hunter Semmel. And Boudreau is retired. 3 unassisted, 1 out. Brings up Dylan Zona.
Batting, the first baseman, number 11, Dylan Zona.
So Zona coming up to the plate. Take a look what he's done. Batting just .154. He does have a couple of RBIs, however. Grafstein not playing all that deep in center field. A step or 2 towards left center. Tofano is straight away, along with Rodriguez and right. Total of 9 extra base hits for Shrewsbury in the tournament, all doubles. They've scored 23 runs in their 4 games coming in. Stone falls behind, 3 balls and no strikes with 1 out. Did walk a batter back in the first inning, did Adam Stone. Junior at Fairfield Prep. And that's a strike over the outside corner, and we get a 3-1 count. Stone trying to get back into this count. Tommy Q in the on-deck circle. That's high, ball 4. So 1 out base runner, Arizona down to the bag. Brings up the third baseman, Tommy Q.
Now batting.
Q batting at 188.
Thomas Q.
Pitching staff overall for Stamford, their number's pretty good. The ERA is well under 2, 1.55. They have used a plethora of pitchers on the mound. This is Stone's second appearance, little dribbler foul. 9 different guys have gone to the mound. Papora, Newcomer, Semmel, Lisanikia, Stone, Grafstein, Donalfo, Fribben, and McMorrow. Throw to the bag at first, runner back there. Zona has not attempted to steal a base. Their most successful base swiper is Adam Twitchell, who's 2 of 3. Count now 1-1 to Tommy Q. Christian Jordan in the on-deck circle. Q, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Shrewsbury. Wind continues to blow at a pretty good pace. Stone, the 1-1. Strike call over the outside corner. Very pleasant temperatures, though. Good for the pitchers. The Predator, the shortstop. Wainwright at second base. Nicholson and Semmel play on the corner. Semmel, the first baseman. Murrah behind the plate. He'll set the target for Adam Stone. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is the first strikeout for Adam Stone. Is want to.
Now batting the left fielder, number 5, Christian Jordan.
Brings up the number 9 guy, Christian Jordan. Jordan batting at .357. He's dangerous from that 9 slot. 5 of 14 with 2 RBIs. All singles. Here in the bottom of inning number 2. Big swing and a miss by the lefty. Top of the order, Adam Twitchell on deck. A nice crowd here. Boisterous crowd today, matter of fact. They're into it. Stone will throw to first. Oh, they nearly wrong-footed Dylan Zona. He was starting to take that extra crossover step into his position off the bag. Nearly get wrong-footed there. Oh, 1 hit easily. Down to Semmel. He'll field it. 3 unassisted. His second put out of the inning. And that'll do it. With through 2 complete, no runs, no hits. It was a walk and 1 left. They've stranded 3 as Shrewsbury now. We'll be back with more American Legion baseball on SportingNewsCT.com.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion.
All right back here, Michael Tufano leads it off with a base hit to left field as we welcome you back to Fitton Field. Tufano, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for this Stamford team, and he has the club's first base hit of the afternoon. Tufano batting at .231 coming in. He's now 4 of 14 with a couple of RBIs. Brings up the top of the order in Ruben Rodriguez. Hit by a pitch his first time. They'll try to keep Tufano close to the bag. Tufano has not attempted a stolen base in the tournament. Don't expect him to go here, but you never know. Pitch to Rodriguez. Over for the inside corner for the strike. Rodriguez batting at .800. He's played in 2 games. He started 1. This is his second start of the tournament. 4 hits and 5 tries with an RBI. All singles. Shows bunt. Pulls it back. Pitch outside. Tommy Q is charging from the bag at third. Count level at 1 ball, 1 strike. Lisanikia in the on-deck circle. Rodriguez. Good athlete. Can also play some center field. The 1-1. Pops it up very high. Shallow right field. Coming on the right fielder. Looking up into the sunlight. And Galvin had to make a quick adjustment again with just a half step back. But he's able to hold on. And Rodriguez is retired on a very shallow fly ball. Lisanikia to the plate. Struck out his first time. Michael batting at .250 with 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Has struck out 7 times in 4 games, so he is prone to striking out. Boy, hitting it hard. He's walked just once, count 0-1 to Lisanikia. It's quickly 0-2 as Shaughnessy works him low and away. Lefty on lefty here. Not a great matchup for Lisanikia, you don't think. Shaughnessy can be crafty. 0-2 pitch, curveball, just missed inside. Just tried to nudge it over the inside corner of the plate with a real slow curveball. The Predator waits in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss, and he got Lisanikia again for the second time. That is the 3rd strikeout for Shaughnessy today, and it brings up Dean DePreda. DePreda bounce one back to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1. Dino with 4 hits, has 1 extra base hit, 3 RBIs in the tournament. He has been steady at that shortstop spot. Now, the Predator has not made an error in the tournament. I just jinxed him. 17 assists, 7 putouts. So he's had a lot of play down there at short. Very steady. Curveball down in the dirt. Gardner, nice stop at the feet of DePreda. Top of the 3rd inning, scoreless game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Stamford. They're at the plate in the white uniforms with the blue numerals. White uniforms, gold numerals for Shrewsbury, and that pitch way up high. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. Shrewsbury, no runs, 1 hit, no error. Predator's going to hit that very high to the left fielder. Jordan will come on in, blown by the wind, and he'll make the catch. That thing got knocked down, and DePreda retired on what turned out to be a lazy fly ball to left field. So the leadoff single by Tufano does not hurt. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left for Stamford. Back with the bottom of 3. We're still scoreless.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship.
Adam Twitchell leading things off, hit by a pitch, slow curveball from Adam Stone. Got him on the side. Didn't move too much to Twitchell. Pitch was coming right at him. He becomes the leadoff base runner. So Stone has walked two and now hit a batter. Brings up David Turco. Fly ball to the right fielder Rodriguez in his first plate appearance. Adam Stone, the right-hander's pitch to the plate. And again, that is hit high in the air and foul off to the first base side toward the concession stand. If you've been here, they have a concourse area above the stands, box seating. Directly below us, going just even with the dugouts down the first and third base line than the aluminum seating that you see at a lot of the different ballparks. Nick Martin in the on-deck circle. Turco today 0 for 1. Nicholson expecting bunt. The ball is clobbered to right field. Rodriguez going back on the run. It's over his head. He'll have to chase it down in the front of the warning track. Heading the bag at third is Twitchell. He'll be held there. Throw over the cutoff of Wainwright. And that's going to be a double, a long double to right by David Turco. Now you got runners at second and third. And Nick Martin to the plate. He walked his first time. Rodriguez, who was not playing real deep for Turco, might have had some trouble trying to find that ball in the sun. We've seen right fielders have a little difficulty here at Fitton Field at this time of day, but that still was well hit. It's 372 with the wall jettisons out from the right field foul pole where it's 313, so that's a severe angle out there towards that area. That ball was heading in that direction. Angle's way out there. What's that, a differential of some 59 feet? Somebody help me with the math, please. Martin up in a great situation with 2 on and nobody out. They're in at the corners. Got Gardner, hard-hitting catcher, a cleanup hitter in the on-deck circle. Tough position here for Stone. Comes in with a strike. He may have to reach back and find one of those strikeout pitches here. Anything hit to the outfield, well, they'll bring home a run. Maybe 2 if it falls safely. If it gets deep enough, they'll send the runner, Twitchell. Twitchell very quick. He's the team leader in stolen bases, just to give you an idea. Pitch to Martin, swing and a miss, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes as he worked them away. Walked Martin the first time. Stone looks in for the sign. Mirror wants to pitch to the outside part of the plate, and that's going to be walloped down the right field line. That's big trouble. That's going to land off the wall by the 3:13 mark. 1 run will score, and another will score. Twitchell, Turco on a 2-run double by Martin. To the corner in right. And Shrewsbury jumps out to a 2-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is Gardner to the plate. Still nobody out. Martin now has 4 RBIs in this tournament. That is his 3rd double. Gardner got a hold of that, but fouled it way off to the left. That thing was clobbered foul. That's how I used to hit my home runs. The wrong way. Got to be a cricket player to hit them like that. Curveball over the inside corner. Good pitch from Adam Stone. And the count now 0-2. So they've touched Stone up for a couple of runs here. The hit batter and back-to-back doubles. Hitting can be contagious. 3 hits in the game now. There's a swing and a miss. Oh, they're going to say he fouled it off at the plate. Count remains 0-2. Gardner just got a piece of that. Mara couldn't hold on to it. Pat Galvin in the on-deck circle. The 0-2 from Stone, missed high and inside. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Both runs scored here in the bottom of the 3rd if you're just tuning in. Stamford put up 13 runs yesterday. When I saw that, and a 13-0 win over Braintree. Pitch up high, maybe a little nervous. Baseball is such an odd game. See a lot of runs in one particular game, then you come back the next day and got to try to figure out a way to cross the plate. Shrewsbury held off Bangor, Maine yesterday to make their way here. Ground ball, that's hit through the left side. Tofano will charge it. And Nick Martin, who's hobbled a bit with a bad knee, or at least a bad leg, will stop at 3rd. As the 3rd consecutive hit of the inning. Gardner now 2 for 2, and it brings up Pat Galvin. So they're getting the Stone here in the 3rd. 3 consecutive hits, 4 overall. And they got some activity. Gonna start going. Down in that bullpen, down the right field line. Montana Semmel going to warm up. And Coach Murray's going to come out and try to settle down Adam Stone. So 2 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Runners on the corners. There's still nobody out. Shrewsbury trying to pull away here in the 3rd inning. Remember, it's only a 7-inning game today. Coach Murray and the team with thoughts of Chris Sabia in their mind. Coach Murray wearing the Sabia shirt that we have seen throughout the tournament, both in Connecticut and here at the New England Regional, in memory of Chris Sabia. Chris, the general manager who gave his heart and soul to Stamford American Legion baseball in the community. Lost his battle to cancer a few weeks back. Our condolences, our sorrows obviously go out to the family, the entire Stamford American Legion community and baseball in general. A good guy lost. Here's the pitch to the plate after the discussion on the mound inside to Galvin. As we mentioned, Galvin 0 for 1 today. Stamford playing for that double play. They'd give up the run for 2 outs here. Stone ready to deal it. Swing and a miss, and the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. That swing took Galvin to a knee. Casey Boudreau in the on-deck circle. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Perfect temperatures for baseball. Blue skies above with some pretty clouds. Not threatening clouds like we've had over the last 3-4 days. Really got to say thank you so much to Steve Riley. You don't know what he went through to bring you those 2 games yesterday. And a couple earlier in the week. Really worked his tail off to go to the auxiliary ballparks that we use because of the inclement weather. Working under some very adverse conditions. His wife Susan helping him out. So Sue, thank you too. Always a good woman behind a good man, they say. perhaps in front of the man, the leader. Ground ball, could be two. DePretta, no, he's going to come home. The throw, they got the runner in a pickle here. Martin, run back to the bag. Now Nicholson, and it's tagged by Semmel for the out as Semmel took the blow from Nick Martin. So they came home. So Galvin will reach on the fielder's choice. What a play by DePretta. That saved a run. Would have had two, but he would have given up a run. Gardner went all the way to third, so they're on the corners with one out. Martin retired. So that's going to go 6-2, 5-1. 6-2, 5-1. So able to get Martin. Runners remain on the corners at first and third with one down. Now Boudreau to the plate. Grounded out to the first baseman. Throw to the bag at first. Stepping on back there is Galvin. Galvin has not attempted a stolen base. Stone trying to get through this rough inning. Oh, there's a pitch goes down in the dirt and off the catcher mirror, and a run will step across. That's Gardner. Galvin goes to second. Would imagine they're going to rule that a wild pitch. And Shrewsbury now has a 3-0 lead. Three runs on 4 hits and no errors for the home team today, Shrewsbury. Stamford, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. Pitch fouled off by Boudreau. You got Dylan Zoner in the on-deck circle. Eight teams began this tournament. We're down to the final 3. Consider this a semifinal round game. There's the ball. That's going to find a gap in right center field and go and go and go and roll. Boudreau to the bag at second, thinking 3. Wainwright will throw, and the tag, they got him. But a run will score. Galvin scores from second. Boudreau thrown out by Wainwright, and a beautiful tag by Nicholson. Boudreau's slide might have been just a little shy, a little short, but he'll be awarded a double. An RBI thrown out at third. That went 9-5. I should 9-4-5 on the put out the bag at third. So that will leave the bases empty with 2 down. Dylan Zona to the plate. He walked his first time. It's now 4-0. Shrewsbury on top. All the runs scored here in this inning. Stone having one of those innings you just want to forget about. He's given up 4 hits, hit a batter, and thrown a wild pitch. Ball popped up. DePretta to the infield grass towards the mound, and he'll make the catch for the inning's final out. That's going to do it in the bottom of the third, but that is a gigantic inning, isn't it? 4 runs, a crooked number put up on the board by Shrewsbury, and they'll take the lead into the top of inning number 4.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
All right, welcome right back as we make our way to the top of the fourth. Not doomsday yet for Stamford as Semmel, Mara, and Nicholson the bat here in the top of the fourth inning against Shaughnessy. Semmel sends that down the right field line towards the bullpen and foul. He walked his first plate appearance, did Hunter Semmel. So Semmel trying to get something going here. They went 1-2-3 in the second. They only had one hit in the ball game. That was a single by Tofano. It came in the third inning. Shaughnessy did walk and hit a batter back in the first. Has 3 strikeouts to his credit as a lefty. He's into the windup and the pitch to the plate. That's down low. Outfield playing Semmel just about straight away. And the 2-2 curveball hit on the ground. Big hop through the infield and under the glove of Turco. And that's a leadoff single for Hunter Semmel. So Semmel with a single brings up Timmy Mira. Mira hit into a force out that ended any hope of a threat in the first. So Timmy Mira, the catcher, to come to the plate. Timmy now just 3 of 15. And he'll swing at the first offering. That's going to be a base hit towards the gap in left center field. And he got runners at first and second. Shaughnessy hung that one up there. Mira was ready for it, and he got runners at first and second now. And it brings up Connor Nicholson, who struck out in the second. Nicholson can swing a hot bat. He's batting .400 coming into today's game. Still looking for his first RBI. Does have a double, but today he was called out on strike, so he's 0 for 1 versus Patrick Shaughnessy. Big opportunity for Stamford here in the top of the fourth. The bounce right back. Nicholson hits a lazy fly high up into the air. Galvin will camp underneath it and make the catch. They're going to tag Semmel, and the throw will come to the cutoff, the shortstop, and no attempt to try to get him. So now you get him on the corners with one down. Brings up Michael Grafstein. Grafstein with a fly to right, and they're going to come out of the dugout and have a chat here with Pat Shaughnessy. Here in the top of the fourth inning. Shrewsbury scored 4 in the bottom of the third as they really roughed up Adam Stone. Stone hit Twitchell to begin the third. Turkle then doubled. Martin then doubled home 2. Green singled, put him on the corners, and a wild pitch brought home another. Then Casey Boudreau with a double to bring home one more. Total of 4. That's where we sit at 4-0. Stamford, Grafstein digging in. Five of 9 in the tournament is Grafstein. The pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Shaughnessy the lefty. Missed outside, that's ball 2. They got Wainwright in the on-deck circle. And that hit the batter. Grafstein to the bag at first. They're going to say he didn't get out of the way. They're going to say he didn't get out of the way. You know what? He moved more than Twitchell did when he was hit back in the third. Now, that's just my opinion. Kevin Murray said he tried to twist out of the way. There was a definitive twist to his body. I mean, you could see it. But they're going to say he did not get out of the way or attempt to get out of the way. Okay. Don't like that call. Coach Murray doesn't like the call either. Count goes 3 balls and no strikes. I don't think many people like that call. Stamford people didn't like it. There's a strike call the inside corner. Count goes 3 balls and 1 strike. They're going to throw to first. Runner got on back. And they call a balk, and a run will score. Hunter Semmel's going to score on the balk. Mara will take second base. And now you have a 4-1 game. This tournament has had controversy on a couple of occasions. One game did go under protest briefly, I do believe. That was the battle between the two Massachusetts teams. Now there's ball 4 to Grafstein. So 2 singles, a balk, and a walk. It's equal to run. And you got 2 on base. Wainwright to the plate.
Now batting the second baseman, number 5.
Now Stamford trying to put something together here. Getting interesting now here in the 4th. Shortstop Turco trying to run behind Mira, who's taking that lead from the bag at second. Trying to put a play on there perhaps. Count goes 1 strike here to Wainwright. Shaughnessy looking in with determination. The catcher's Jack Gardner. The 0-1 pitch just missed, low and away, and the count goes even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Stamford trying to engineer a big inning here. The 1-1, and that's fouled straight back. Michael Tofano was 1 for 1 in the on-deck circle. Shaughnessy's pitch, ground ball hit slowly, charged by Turco. Goes to second, gets 1 out there. Hard slide by Grafstein, and Boudreau could not make the pivot and throw to the bag at first, and Wainwright safe on the fielder's choice. Mayer took third base on the play. Grafstein retired 6-4. Seen a lot of hard slides in this game. Here's Michael Tofano to the plate. He is singled. He's got runners on the corners with 2 down. Stamford would love at least 1 more run here. So it's a 4-1 game. That's fouled off down the left field line. As again, Tofano, who singled going after the first pitch from Shaughnessy. Turned on that one just too quickly. He must be seeing a tendency in what Shaughnessy's doing on his first pitch of a sequence. Here comes the 0-1. That time he lofts it high up in the air. It's going to stay in the infield. Boudreau will camp underneath the pop-up, and that will do it. The run came across on a balk after consecutive singles to start the inning, so Shaughnessy, good work to get out of a bad start to the top of 4. They strand 2 to Stamford, back with the bottom of the 4th, 4-1 in favor of Shrewsbury.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Montana Semmel has come on the pitch here for Stamford in the bottom of inning number 4. So Adam Stone's day is done. He's worked 3 complete innings. Gave up 5 hits and 4 runs. He hit a batter and walked 2. And had just 1 strikeout. So Semmel, a hard-throwing right-hander, just a youngster, coming out. Montana Semmel, record of 1-0. His 1 appearance, working 3 innings. He did walk 2, struck out 1, ERA at 0. Throws it hard, they say. So he'll try to slow down this Shrewsbury attack here. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Tommy Q struck out back in the 2nd to lead it off. Then Christian Jordan, top of the order, Adam Twitchell to follow. That pitch is fouled off. Four runs in the bottom of the 3rd for Shrewsbury, 1 in the top of the 4th for Stamford for a 4-1 game. It's only a 7-inning game today, pitch inside. Winner of the play, Braintree for the New England Regional Championship, and a trip to Shelby, North Carolina for the American Legion World Series begins next weekend. Pitch inside, that hit the batter. So Q takes a fastball. That hurt.
Now batting the left fielder, number 5, Christian Jordan.
Second hit batter by Stamford pitching today. Yeah, that one hurt Mr. Q. He's hopping around down there a little bit. Took it on the left arm. That's a stinger. I'm going to make sure he's okay. That pitch had some heat on it. As I mentioned, Semmel just a youngster. Steve Riley did take my program book, I think. I had a program book hanging around here. Had some information on these guys, but we don't have it with us right now. That's all right. Thanks, Steve, if you're listening. Steve set me up today. Did a great job. Really did a great job setting us up. Well, it looks like Q's going to be okay. First time he's been hit by a pitch in the tournament. Shrewsbury's been hit 6 times by pitch. Now there's a bunt by Jordan, scooped up by Semmel. They'll get the out at first. So Montana Semmel to the first baseman, Hunter Semmel. And Q into the bag at second on the sacrifice bunt. So Christian Jordan doing a nice job. Moving the runner along.
16,
Adam Twitchell to the plate. Twitchell's been hit by a pitch and grounded out. He didn't move much when he was hit by a pitch. This was a slow curveball off the arm of Adam Stone. Slaps one down the first. Hunter Semmel will field it. Yes, he is the brother of Montana Semmel. And you have 2 out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting the shortstop, number 14.
Q takes third on the play and brings up David Turco. Turco with a double and a run scored. That came off of Adam Stone. Semmel's pitch. Fastball missed inside. Nick Martin in the on-deck circle. David Turco, the shortstop. Pitch over the outside corner for the strike. Shortstop, as you know, a very critical position. He has committed 2 errors in the tournament. Batting .250. That's fouled off. Now 5 of 17 in the tournament. Stefano, Grafstein, Rodriguez in the outfield from left to right. And that hit him in the back. That's a pitch that went behind Turco. Got him on the elbow, they claim. So that's a second hit batter in the inning. That went behind the batter and then turned back towards him. Turco rather surprised he got hit by that one, I think. And brings up Nicky Martin. Here's your heart and soul for the Shrewsbury team, in my estimation. This guy is a tough customer. walked in the first, doubled home 2 runs in the third. He's been their top hitter, has 4 RBIs. And the pitch inside to Nick Martin. Gotta get this guy here. You got 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Semmels, 1-0 pitch. Martin fouls it off. American Legion season will come to a close for one of these teams this afternoon. Chased a high fastball. And the count goes 1-2 strikes as Semmel challenged him there. Montana Semmel. They say he throws harder than his brother, Hunter Semmel, who's at the bag at first. Here comes the 1-2 pitch in on the fist and fouled up. Semmel from the stretch. Runner goes first to second. 1-2 pitch. Hit down to the Predator and on to the bag at first for the out. Nick Martin retired 6-3. And that will do it in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the hit batters, 2 of them, they don't sting, at least up here. We'll take a break. Back with the 5th. 4-1. Shrewsbury with the advantage.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the...
All right, Ruben Rodriguez will lead things off for Stamford here in the top of the 5th inning of a 7-inning game, trailing 4-1. Swings at the first pitch, and that's a fly ball to right. Galvin took a little leap after it. I think he misjudged that just a little bit. Kind of an awkward catch there, but they get Ruben Rodriguez on a fly. He's now 0 for 2. Brings up Mike Lisanikia. Lisanikia today, 0 for 2. He has struck out twice against Shaughnessy, lefty on lefty, and that slow curveball, a swing and a miss. First meeting between these two teams when Shrewsbury won by the score of 4-2 early in the tournament. He was 1 for 4 with that solo home run. And now he's behind 0-2 as Shaughnessy has just tied him up in a knot. As Nicky are trying to figure something out here. Shaughnessy looking smooth. Swing and a miss, he got him. That's his 4th strikeout. 3rd time he has struck out Lisanikia. And Dino DePreta to the plate. Dino today is 0 for 2. Went 0 for 3 in the first meeting between the two teams. And he'll swing and hit it high in the air to the left fielder. Coming on and making the catch and stumbling down is Christian Jordan in left field. That's just too easy for Shaughnessy. Stamford goes real quickly in the top of the 5th. 2 flies and a strikeout. We're back with the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Shrewsbury 4, Stamford 1.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America. The American Legion. we're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veterans service organization in the nation. We're committed to making sure all veterans receive the benefits they deserve for the sacrifices they've made in service to America. If you're a veteran in need of help or support, please contact us. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
All right, welcome right back as we make our way into the bottom of the fifth inning. That was an easy inning for Patrick Shaughnessy, who's pitched himself a heck of a game today. Here's your line score for Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. And for Stamford, Connecticut, 1 run on 3 hits, and they have not committed an error. Stone lasted just 3 innings of 5-hit, 4-run baseball. All the runs came back in the third when they sent 7 to the plate. Now Semmel facing Gardner for the first time, and the pitch in for the strike. Gardner today is 2 for 2 with a run scored, 2 singles. Scored on a wild pitch. Gardner, Galvin, and Boudreau, the scheduled hitters. Ground ball. Bounce foul over the head of the first base coach. Shrewsbury playing with a lot of energy. First time these two teams met, they had a big raffle night when Stamford and Shrewsbury got together. They gave away some $17,000 in raffle money. Ground ball to third, backhanded by Nicholson. Throw to the big target, Hunter Semmel at first, and he got 1 down. So they figure out a way to get Gardner, and it brings up Patrick Galvin. Galvin is 0 for 2 with a run scored, reached on a fielder's choice back in the third inning. It eventually scored a run on the double by Casey Boudreau. Boudreau in the on-deck circle. Pitch over there for the strike. Stamford scored their lone run on the 4th if you're just tuning in. Nice to have you with us on a glorious Sunday afternoon. Montana Semmel's pitch. That missed outside. Count goes 2-1. Fouled off. Late swing by Galvin. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Stamford down to their final 6 offensive outs here in this 7-inning affair. Down by 3 runs. Montana Semmel trying to keep it that way. And the 2-2 pitch. Count goes full 3-2. Semmel in the 4th hit 2 batters but didn't hurt him. 3-2 pitch just missed inside. And that's ball 4. First walk issued by Montana Semmel today. Now you got a runner at first with 1 down, and Casey Boudreau will make his way up to the plate. So Boudreau will step in. Pitch inside, nearly clipped him. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Hit high in the air. Grafstein on his horse will make the running catch. Boy, he covers a lot of ground. He makes those difficult catches look rather easy. So Dylan Zoner to the plate with 2 down as Boudreau is out. Zoner in the ballgame has walked, popped up to the shortstop. Semmel's pitch high and inside. Got 1 on, 2 down. Montana Semmel's pitch to the plate. Inside again. The count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Game time temperature just about 70 degrees today. I don't think it's gotten much hotter than that. The count goes 3-0 here. Yep, 72 degrees right now. 3-0. Inside ball 4. So Semmel has hit 2 batters and walked 2 batters in his relief appearance here today. That's going to bring Kevin Murray out of the dugout. Montana Semmel was injured, I understand, earlier in the year. He's come on back and feeling healthy now, obviously. Entire infield will get together. So you got 2 out and 2 on. Tommy Q to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out. He was hit by a pitch. Pitch actually went behind him and curled back in and hit him on the backside. Got him on the arm, on the inside of his right arm. Just a quick conversation. They will begin some activity down in the bullpen. Stamford bullpen, that is. It's quiet in the Shrewsbury bullpen. Shaughnessy's only given up 1 run and 3 hits. Had an easy 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 5th, too. Really has not been an easy inning for the Stamford pitching staff. A little pressure on him throughout. Walks have hurt him. Hit batters. Kept the pressure on. Big swing and a miss there. Total of 4 walks and 3 hit batters by Stamford pitching today. Ground ball chopped up the middle. Wainwright will field it, and he missed on the tag. He missed on the tag. Kind of stumbled, got a little bit clumsy with it. Had time to perhaps throw it to DePretta at the bag at second, but he missed the elusive Dylan Zona. Zona just disappeared on him. That's going to go as a fielder's choice, I believe, for Q. That's going to load the bases, and a number 9 guy to the plate, Christian Jordan. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Boy, that would have been the final out of the inning. Has not been real pretty today for Stamford. Missed outside. The count goes 2-0. Montana Semmel has walked 2 in the inning. Dean DePretta comes in to have a quick chat with the youngster, Montana Semmel. At the top of the order, and a good hitting, Adam Twitchell on the on-deck circle. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed inside. It goes 3-0. So you got to think Christian Jordan's going to get something good to hit here. Jordan with a couple of RBIs in this tournament, batting .357, and it's upstairs, ball 4. And he'll get another RBI and a bases-loaded walk. So they have scored a run on a wild pitch and a bases-loaded walk.
Now batting center fielder number 16, Adam Twitchell.
And it brings up Adam Twitchell. Twitchell is 0 for 2 and has been hit by a pitch. And Coach Murray coming out again. So 5-1 score. Montana Semmel coming out of the ball game. With the pitching change, we'll take a quick break. We'll fill you in on what's going on the other side.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
All right, welcome back. Michael Lisanickia now out on the mound, facing Adam Twitchell. Twitchell has been hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 2. Pitch in for the strike. First meeting between the two teams earlier in the tournament when Shrewsbury won 4-2. He was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Also picked up a save. Hummer picked up the win. Pop up in the foul territory, and Hunter Semmel put it away. So Lisanickia on one pitch gets the final out of the inning, and we'll be back with the top of the 6th. 5-1 your score. Shrewsbury leading Stamford on SportingNewsCT.com.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
All right, welcome right back as we make our way into the top of inning number 6. Stamford up against it here. Hunter Semmel will lead it off, Timmy Mira, and then Connor Nicholson, the middle of the batting order for this Stamford team. Part of the batting order that produced a run back in the 4th inning off of Patrick Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy doing the job out on the hill here today. He's allowed just 1 run on 3 hits. He has struck out 4. He's hit a batter. And he's walked just 2. They're waiting for something to be tidied up down in the bullpen, I think, on the third base side. So there is some activity in the Shrewsbury bullpen now here in the top of the 6th. Semmel, Mira, and Nicholson. Pitch inside to Hunter Semmel. Semmel today has singled and scored. Actually scored on a balk. That's how the run crossed the plate. Semmel was at third base. Throw to the bag at first. It was ruled a balk by Shaughnessy, and that's how they scored. So they didn't even get a hit to score the run. Shaughnessy gave up a single to lead off the 3rd. Gave up consecutive singles in the 4th. Curveball to the dirt and backstop. Count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. 4 runs in the 3rd and 1 in the 5th for Shrewsbury here today. Semmel, ground ball up the middle. Turco will field it and on to the bag at first to get Hunter Semmel. Has been hobbled with a leg injury, we understand. You could see him labor down the line there a little bit. So Semmel retired. 6-3. Nice play there by David Turco to go get it and throw it from the second base side of the infield. Timmy Merritt to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single back in the 4th. Shaughnessy's pitch, and Merritt hits that high in the air. Twitchell, he covers a lot of ground. Will circle underneath it, look up, and he'll make the catch with the inning. Second out. Shaughnessy's not throwing many pitches over the last couple of innings. If you count the fielder's choice as a force out there, he's retired the last 7 batters he has faced. Getting himself into a nice groove here late in this game as we're only going 7. Connor Nicholson showed bunt, pulled it back, it's in for the strike. Nicholson has struck out and hit a fly ball out. Shaughnessy has kept him off balance today. Another slow curveball. And the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Tipped a little low. Fastball zips it over the outside corner. And the count goes 1-2. His location has been outstanding today. He's looked smooth out on the mound as Shaughnessy. And the 1-2 pitch missed outside. He's looking for the big breaking ball there. Michael Grafstein in the on-deck circle. Here comes the Shaughnessy pitch, and that's a ground ball. Past a dive of David Turco, and that's a single for Nicholson. On Nicholson. Connor Nicholson with the base hit. Brings up Michael Grafstein. Grafstein today is 0 for 1 with a walk. He was hit by a pitch. They did not award him a base. They claimed he didn't move out of the way despite twisting on it. So Grafstein trying to get something going here. Stamford looking for a 2-out rally. First pitch from Shaughnessy, however, over the outside corner for the strike. Looks like he throws a bit of a changeup. Off-speed pitch. Got a fastball, curveball. Swing and a miss there. Looked like the changeup, and the count goes 0-2 to Grafstein. (5-1) score here in the top of 6. Up high. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stamford has had an arduous run through tournament play to make their way to this point. Ground ball to the third baseman. Cue a long throw. It's offline. And Grafstein safe at the bag at first. He pushed away. And you know what's coming all the way around is Nicholson. He's going to score. You had a bit of a collision between Zona and Grafstein. Grafstein actually had to push Zona. Try to get him out of his way there a little bit. He definitely flailed at him as Zona was trying to field the ball. A little bit of a collision, good sportsmanship shown. So I believe they're going to give an error. Might be a base hit on the play too, I don't know. But probably just straight error on the throw. Yeah, that's going to be E5. Run scores as Nicholson went all the way around alertly, and it's a 5-2 game. Ball is popped up. First baseman will make the play, Dylan Zona, and they get Wainwright on a pitch. So he had a hit, a throwing error, leading to a run, and it's now 5-2. Shrewsbury with the lead over Stamford. Back with the bottom of inning number 6 right after this.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before. And when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
Hi, welcome right back. And a wonderful rendition of God Bless America by Sarah Gilmore. Miss Shrewsbury, I believe she's a junior at Shrewsbury High School, also sang the national anthem. Matter of fact, of all the games played, I think this is the 14th game of the tournament of 15 to be played. She's been here for all but a couple of them, and she has done a terrific job. She's been here for the early morning games, and she's here today on a Sunday, giving of her time to American Legion baseball, and we certainly appreciate Sarah and her great efforts throughout. She's been very entertaining. All right, we move on here to the bottom of inning number 6. Shrewsbury coming to the plate with a 5-2 advantage. 4 in the third. They scored 1 in the 5th. Stamford scored 1 in the 4th. They added 1 in the 6th inning. And David Turco to lead it off. Turco today is 1 for 2 with a double run scored. He's also been hit by a pitch. Lisanikia now on the mound. Third pitcher being utilized today by Kevin Murray. Lisanikia making his second appearance. He's worked now a total of 3 innings, giving up just a hit. He's into the windup and the pitch to the plate. Ground ball hit down to Preda. He'll field it, and the throw on to Hunter Semmel for the out. And Turco is retired 6-3, 1 down. Brings up Nicky Martin. Martin had that key 2-run double back in the 3rd inning. That explosive 4-run inning. When Shrewsbury gains energy, man, they just come at you. They did that in the 4th. Adam Stone was on the mound at the time. He's in jeopardy of taking the loss. He hit Twitchell to start the inning. Twitchell didn't move out of the way too much. More on that later. When Grafstein was hit by pitch, they claimed he didn't move and did not award the base. But anyways, Twitchell hit by pitch. Turco, he doubled, and then you had Martin with the 2-run double. Base hit by Gardner. Put runners in the corners. A wild pitch brought home a run, and then you had a Boudreau double. Reason why Martin didn't score after his double, he was trying to stretch it there. He was thrown out. And there's a ground ball through Wainwright. When he tried to score at home, 6-2, 5-1. That was back in the 3rd. They nearly had 5 runs in that inning. That took kind of a tough hop. It will be ruled an error, however, on T.J. Wainwright and Jack Gardner. Gardner was they're going to take Nicky Martin out of the ball game here. The heart and soul type guy, as we mentioned. And we have a pinch runner on.
First base number 21, Matt Stansky.
Stansky is running. So Gardner, 2 for 3. As I was starting to say, he was the designated hitter on the night that Nick Martin got banged up in the first meeting between these two teams. Come on to catch every inning since. He's had himself a nice tournament. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. He got 1 out and 1 on here. Lisanikia's pitch, fastball, hit through the right side of the infield. Stansky with a swing of the bag at second. The throw comes in. Boy, it was going to be close, but Preda couldn't hold on to the baseball as Rodriguez fired it in. Now you got runners at first and second, and Yankee Gardner having a day to remember. He's now 3 for 4 with a run scored. Brings up Pat Galvin. Galvin is hit into a force out, reached on the fielder's choice and scored. Walked and scored. So Galvin playing right field. Has had a few putouts in right today. He's been rather busy there. It was a nice play by Mira to go get that pitch from Lisanikia. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th inning for Stamford. First, they've got to shut the door here. They're down by 3 runs at 5-2. Tefano, Rodriguez, and Lisanikia, the scheduled hitters in the 7th inning. of a 7-inning ball game, and they're down by 3. The winner moving on to the Northeast Regional Championship game to play Braintree following this one. They're going to move the start time up from what I understand. Cavs now 1 ball and 1 strike to Galvin. Boudreau in the on-deck circle. Lasanikia, pitch to the plate. Ground ball, hit foul, first base way. Here comes the pitch to the plate. That's going to be hit to the right side of the infield. Rodriguez will charge it. They're going to send Stansky. Ball was dropped, bobbled a bit by Rodriguez, and that became hopeless to get him at home. Stansky will score. He's a pinch runner for Nick Martin. Another run on the board, and Galvin with an RBI base hit. Well, maybe no RBI. Let's wait and see. They were sending him around the bag.
Second baseman number 12, Casey Boudreau.
They're going to say no RBI. I'll check with David Greenleaf. It's a run. That's all that matters. That's what Shrewsbury's looking for. Host team trying to become the representative in the American Legion World Series. So it's now a 6-2 game. Still just 1 out and 2 on. The pitch in for the strike to Boudreau. There's a swing and a miss. There was no error, by the way. As Rodriguez was charging that ball, they did not give an error, so that is an RBI for Galvin as Boudreau strikes out. Brings up Dylan Zona. Boudreau, when he was in the ball game, up at the plate throughout the day, had a double and an RBI, 1 for 4 overall. Zona's walked twice and popped up to the shortstop, so he's 0 for 1. Galvin was awarded an RBI, so no error on Rodriguez. Looked like he bobbled a little bit coming after it, but he had to run at it very swiftly and try to play that cleanly. Probably wouldn't have had much of a chance to get Stansky. He was flying. Pitch outside. Second time these two teams are meeting here in this tournament. Shrewsbury took the first 4-2, little check swing roller, and that's going to be foul ball. Fielded behind the bag in foul territory by Connor Nicholson. Well, Stamford's going to have to wear some rally hats in the top of the 7th. And that's strike 3. And Zona called out on strike. Second strikeout for Semmel in his relief effort here. But a run has been put up on the board. 6-2 is your score. Back with a top of 7. Stamford needs 4 to tie.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they asked nothing in return. I guess it's because they know what I'm going through. They've been here before, and when I looked into it, I discovered that there was a way for me to continue to serve my fellow veterans and my community through the American Legion. That's why I joined.
While I was overseas, the American Legion was behind me all the way, supporting me and my family back home when they needed help. Now I'm a proud member.
When I left the military, I wanted my fellow veterans to have the care and the benefits they deserve. That's why I belong to the American Legion.
I never thought the Legion would have anything for me, but they taught me about teamwork and sportsmanship, and they helped me get into college.
The American Legion. We're at work every day, serving America in so many ways. That's why I belong.
I never realized how much the American Legion did in our community until I was overseas and my family needed help. The Legion was there, taking care of things I couldn't, and they
All right, welcome back. Michael Tofano will lead things off here in the top of the seventh. Shaughnessy trying to go all seven to pick up a win here. Very good performance. He's allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits. Stamford has made an error. And for Shrewsbury, 6 runs on 7 hits and 1 error here in the contest. Tofano today is 1 for 2. He got the top of the order, and Ruben Rodriguez awaiting in the on-deck circle. Stamford trying to keep this magical run going on their first Connecticut State Championship in some 60 years. Just a few weeks back now, about a week, right? About a week and a half back. No, a week yesterday. Boy, time flies. Trying to continue the magic all the way to Shelby, North Carolina, but they need a miracle finish here now. Shaughnessy's 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, strike 3 call. He just froze Tofano. Brings up Ruben Rodriguez, who's been hit by a pitch and 2 fly ball outs. So Rodriguez trying to keep the hopes alive versus Shaughnessy. Pitch inside, he just get out of the way. Lisanicchia in the on-deck circle. He has really struggled, has Lisanicchia against Shaughnessy. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts today. Here comes the 1-0, fouled off. Just heard a report that they will start the championship game of the Northeast Regional Tournament 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one. It was slated for 5 o'clock, but they're going to move it up significant time, obviously. Got a count of 1 ball, actually 2 balls and 1 strike now. As Rodriguez trying to get on somehow, some way. Ground ball here right at the third baseman. Q will field it. Across it goes, and a beautiful scoop by Dylan Zona at the bag at first. When it's going your way, it goes your way. That's a beautiful play by Dylan Zona on the low throw from Tommy Q, and you got 2 down, 5-3. Lisanicchia up to the plate. Lisanicchia began the game as a designated hitter. He's now a pitcher. Shaughnessy just needs 1 more out. High curveball that miss. The Predator in the on-deck circle. Stamford needs 4. Shaughnessy's pitch to the plate. That's up high. Adam Stone, they don't battle back. Talking about Stamford, will suffer the loss. He worked 3 innings, giving up 5 hits and 4 of the 6 runs. There's a little dribbler. That could be trouble. Shaughnessy will not have a play. Lisanicchia with a full swing bunt on the bag at first. So DePreda to the plate. Stamford trying to get something going here with 2 down.
The shortstop number 11, Dean DePreda.
Dino is 0 for 3. He's had quite a season. He's been a joy to watch down at that shortstop spot all year long. We've had a chance to witness Stamford playing some baseball. He's played ever free here in this tournament, and he's made some real tough plays look rather easy. First pitch is ball 1. Hard to close out a game sometimes. Shaughnessy's pitch to the plate and is popped up and out of play. Got Hunter Semmel in the on-deck circle. One ball and 1 strike you count. The pitch. Had missed outside. Frank Vaccaro, the head coach of Shrewsbury, has done a terrific job. He's also been the guy commandeering this entire tournament here. That ball hit very, very high in the air. This should do it. Center fielder coming on and on and on. Reaching up to make the catch is Twitchell. And Shrewsbury with a 6-2 win will move on to the championship game as they defeat Stamford for the 2nd time in this tournament. And when you do that, That makes you king of the hill, at least just a little bit. Will they be the big king, however? They got a tough opponent, the Massachusetts state champion, in their way in about 45 minutes from now. What a season for Stamford. Obviously, one of the reasons why we're here, we are based in the state of Connecticut, but we bring you as many games as we can, and we will be here for the championship game. But Stamford with a terrific emotional run, winning a state championship for the first time in 60 years. You see a lot of the coaching staff down below wearing the blue Sabia shirts in memory of their general manager, Chris Sabia. And they certainly, I think, gave Chris quite a thrill with a wonderful run here to the semifinals of the Northeast Regional. But their season will come to a close. Tough loss for Adam Stone as he worked 3 innings of 5-hit, 4-run baseball. But how about the performance by Pat Shaughnessy today? He gave up just 2 runs. One scored on a balk, and the other scored on an error. Gave up 5 hits. And that's going to do it here. A couple of hitting stars to talk about for Shrewsbury. Of course, Nick Martin, kind of the heart and soul guy, a 2-run double back in the 3rd inning. Casey Bedreau with a run-scoring double, also aiding in the ball game here, along with Pat Galvin, who kind of put the stake in the heart of Stamford with a single and an RBI in the 6th inning. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for victorious Shrewsbury, and 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Stamford. All right, we'll be back with that championship game in about 45 minutes. Hope you can come back to your final score. Shrewsbury 6, Stamford 2. Thanks for tuning in to American Legion Baseball. Goodbye, everybody. Move.
Can't find anybody with an answer.
Okay.